Hello, and welcome to meditation. Today, we're going to work on the concept of the ego versus the divine, mostly by focusing on who we are. So go ahead and close your eyes. With your eyes closed, soften the forehead. Allow your eyelids to sink inwards. Allow your jaw to soften. Let your neck let go. And breathe. Notice if your scalp is tight. Allow your shoulders to be. Let your mid back and lower back soften. And breathe. Feel your shoulders, shoulder blades, scapula, collarbones. And let them sink down. Feel your heart, feel your lungs, and feel your belly. Notice your abdomen, your pelvis, and your thighs. Just notice them. Notice your knees and your feet. And breathe. Now, during this meditation, I might ask a few questions and get you to play. So, if I am not my thoughts, who am I? If I'm not this body, who am I? If I'm not this skin tone, this illness, this bank account, who am I? If I'm not this role, this husband, this wife, this mother, this father, this kid, this petulant teenager, who am I? And breathe. You'll start to notice you're the observer, the I am. You're not the body. You're not attached to the body in any physical way. The truth of you, who you are, is infinite consciousness that can sit on the planet Pluto and Earth, the sun, around you all at the same time. We don't usually stretch our consciousness that far to be on Pluto and the sun. But at this moment, you may notice that you are not your thoughts. You're not your heartbreak. You're not even the physical pain you might have in your hip right now. You are none of that. See if you can go to that observer and breathe. Now, as you breathe, asking yourself, who is breathing me? Who breathes me at night when I'm sleeping? Who scratches that hair off my face when it's rubbing? Who stretches that neck when it's a bit tight? Who digests the food? Who chews the food? The answer might trip you up. It's all the divine. When your body has a piece of hair rubbing against it that doesn't feel very good, there's a knee-jerk reaction to move the hair. You can say that was a physiological response from your body, and you did it. But you can observe you're doing it, so you're not doing it. Do you see that? When you chew the food, you may think, I chew the food. But can you observe you're chewing the food? So if it's the divine that chews the food, again, just breathe. And you might think it's you who surfs the internet. But if you can observe that you're surfing the internet, what if that's the divine as well? I might be blowing your mind, or you might have thought these thoughts before. But the concept of today's meditation, is to open up the idea of how much you are not what you think you are. We think we're this bank account, we think we're this body, we think we're all the actions that we do. We think we're the chef or the mother or the father or the kid. And theoretically, you know you're not. Now I'm pushing you to step into the observer to notice you are not that. And breathe. If I am not that, who am I? If I am not the doer of all these actions, who am I? And breathe. You are spirit. You are the God force that is living through you. Every time you breathe, that is God. Every time you scratch your head, that's the divine. Every time you digest food, that's the divine. All of it is the divine. And you are the observer. I'm going to get quiet for a few minutes. Just let you digest this for a few minutes and breathe in and out. Slow breaths in, long breath out. Stay with us. I am not these actions. I am not this. I am not that. I am the divine. As soon as you untrap yourself from the idea of being the body, you free yourself up from a lot. I am only this consciousness. I thought I was that crazy personality. I thought it was that. I am consciousness. Just breathe into that again. Allow me, if you will, to read this quote from A Course in Miracles. I am not a body. I am free. I hear the voice that the divine has given me. I hear the voice that God has given me. It is only this my mind obeys. So as much as this meditation might be tripping your mind up a little bit, I'm gently asking you to unhook from who you think you are. As you do this more and more, a few more days or from your weeks, I might be able to introduce the concept of non-doership. We'll be talking about it in our Thursday class coming up. But I want you to investigate, be aware of, be mindful of who is the doer. The doer is always the divine. Just sit into that for a minute. Right now, it's just a concept that I'm asking you to play with. And for some of you, I'm pulling your hair out at the same time. The divine is the doer. You are the observer. You are the consciousness, but your entire life is the divine acting through you. Just stay here with that thought. Notice if you're clenching. Notice if your throat is aching. Maybe your solar plexus is tight. Maybe you want to shut this meditation off and scream at me. This is a really important concept that's necessary to understand how we heal, how we manifest. We are not what we think we are. So your homework through the day, and it's a big one, is to observe, if you are not that, who are you? It can be a bit of a mind-blowing conversation, but something just to play with. And maybe all I'll leave you with is that quote again from A Course in Miracles. I am not a body. Just think of that thought. The divine I, the I, there you go. The one that, remember we started at the beginning? I am the observer. I am not a body. I am free. I hear the voice that God gave me. It is only this mind. And it is only this my mind obeys. Stay here longer, please. It's a very deep concept. I am not this body. Who am I? I'm not everything I thought I was. I am just the observer, the divine I am, the connection to God. Have a beautiful day. We'll dive into this deeper in a few days or a few weeks, definitely in our next class. Sending you loads of love. Namaste.